Hey everyone, welcome back to the No Wildlife Challenge. We're here. Um, what's this place called again? One of the terminals in the airport in Forsaken Airfield, starting episode 19. All right, so we made it here in the last episode, made it to Transfer Pass, and then from there we worked our way deep into Forsaken Airfield. So obviously you can hear the wind outside. Gonna make it there. Want to maybe warm up a little bit, but we should be able to make it there before we get cold. But I think, oh, that's right. In the last episode, we did drag everything over there to go ahead and get that whole transmitter box going, up and going. So we're gonna probably continue with that. Let's just wander over here. Negative 49 wind chill. Unreal. Nice and cold. It's a little bit of an understatement. All right. Nice in the wind shade. Look at us. Oh, does this just... This must classify as indoors because there's no way I should be warming up in wind shade like this. So there must be like a little glitch. Yep, see? Can't even start the fire because this classifies as indoors. Interesting. All right, well, I'm not going to sweat it too much. We're here now, so we got to loot all this out. Ooh, look at the bedroll. Hey, very nice. Some ruined peaches. I'll still take it. 66%. What's ours at? It's got to be somewhat close. I'll grab that fuse. Doesn't look like there's too much here, though. Yeah, just a few things. Cool. I didn't know that was a bedroll spawn, actually, so that's nice to know. Gonna wait till I'm fully warm to do any repairing. Shut this door. It's so windy outside. Alright. Some more wires. I don't know how much of everything I have. So we're just going to take all the wires and such that we see. Repair the box maybe a little bit later when it's not freezing cold outside, quite literally. I see a few stuff over there. Take a look at those in a minute. Let's get this filing cabinet done. Hoping for something like a soda, maybe. I don't know. It's alright. Bandage. Some more matches. Okay. Kind of in the market to really take everything right now. Let's get these ones done as well. Best case scenario out of these would be any sort of calories. Sounds like the wind died down outside. Can't get lucky, huh? That's a negative. Some of that fast film. It is color, so I'll take it. I'm going to leave all the other black and white ones. Black and white and the sepia I'm just going to leave behind. Never really use them anyway. There's some more wires. Alright, nothing too crazy in here, huh? Doesn't look like it. We'll head upstairs, see what upstairs has to offer. It's going to have the shortwave radio, obviously. That is a guarantee, but I know sometimes you can even find... yeah, another one of these. You can find an aviator cap in here. If we find another one, it might be worth doubling up, right? Yeah, it would certainly be worth doubling up, I think. I don't know. That's if we find one. It's a pretty big if. Staircase is forever. There we go. Nice. Okay, got the Field 31 memo. We've got this now, which is great. Alright, so that's going to be the start of the quote-unquote Tails missions, but it appeared kind of gray on the right side of the screen. I think that's because I just did them already. Yeah, see? New tail, but it's all gray. I think I remember it being blue when we first got it, but I'm taking a quick glance up here. I don't really see anything of interest, so it is what it is. I will be doing this, though. Entered Sundered Pass to look for evidence of Rudiger's escape. Giving us just everything right now, huh? Yeah, everything's just unlocked right here. So, this is kind of here for us if we want to do that. It would kind of not be a bad idea to do it, just because it is more resources at the end of the day for us. But I don't really want to, I gotta be honest. Because our last series, that was all we did, was trying to look for answers like that. And don't get me wrong, it was fun, but I don't want too much of that repetitiveness. I don't know, I might just pick and choose what I kind of do. But I will be repairing this at least, just if we're ever in the area. Repair the wires. We'll do all that. So if I'm ever in the area, and maybe I'm like hot on a signal or something during an aurora, we can kind of scout a little supply cache or bunker out maybe. Could also do this in Desolation Point as well, which will be one of our final resting places. Shouldn't say resting, but act like we're gonna die. It's gonna be one of our homes. A little retirement spot. Alright, hurry up please. I'm a little cold. That mining jacket does look cool though. We've got the fuses we gotta replace as well. Repair fuses. Nice. Okay, repair the battery. That is heavy. Cool. Alright. Should be able to turn that on. It is a guaranteed aurora tonight. So there's that. I know there's a supply bunker over there, but I remember in Interloper I did that. I think it was Interloper. It might have been the last run. But we did that, and I literally just got a stone. It was one singular stone that was in there. It was so funny. That was a good one. I pick that up and use this one. Getting petty on the condition of a bedroll, but that's alright. Put that there. Okay, what can I do for a little bit here? Can I repair anything? I can. I can prepare these. Gets us a little bit of temperature back. Temperature doesn't, yeah, it doesn't change in here. That's good. So, kind of sitting here, thinking about our next move. I'm thinking we go out onto the ice. Get foggy. It did, but this is glimmer fog. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, it's a little better out here, but my goodness. That's the one thing about moving around Forsaken Airfield, man. It is cold all of the time. There is no break from the cold. So, I think I'm just going to keep moving, though. I think I'm just going to maybe start a fire outside. Right outside the door here. Hope I can do that. We'll get our teas on the fire, and then we'll go. I think that's the move. And we're only heavy, too, because of how much water I'm carrying. Can't start a campfire indoors. Alright. I'll put it right here. Matches with the book. Sounds like a plan. Get that going. We're just going to put our teas down, and then I'm going to retreat back inside. It'll warm up a little bit, plus whatever we get from the fire. I think the fire is going to have an influence indoors. Alright, just a little bit of something. We'll get all of these down here. Not going to make any more water, obviously. That would be very, very silly to do. Because it's so heavy. I think what I actually might do in Sundered Pass, though, is I very well may... Yeah, here we go. We got 2 up now. Nice. I very well may try to scale over High Peak. I had a video where I kind of broke the game a little bit. You know, went over the High Peak before you're supposed to. And we were able to get up there. So I might do that. But the only thing is, that's a hike, man. That is a hike. That is pure, like, survival. Because you have to rest. There are so many rope climbs. It is non-negotiable, basically. So we're going to have to maybe figure that out. Do want to take a torch. How many torches do I have? A fair bit, but I'll probably take one more here in a minute. Hearing some wind kick up. That's alright. put a little more on. Okay. There we go, 30 minutes, that's fine. There we go, almost warm. Okay, great, nice and warm now. Alright, that fire gonna completely be useless for a torch, so that's fine. Put that all away, and let's drop that. Anything in terms of wires or whatever can be dropped. Yep. Gone. Gone. Okay, great, and we're underweight now. That's cool. And I'll drop this as well. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. I think I'm headed the right way. I think. Forsaken Airfield is just such a... It's so easy to get lost, even though on the surface it doesn't seem too bad. You know? It seems pretty easy to navigate, but then you get on the same level as all of these rolling hills, and it's kind of a different story. Figured there'd be nothing in there. Oh, there's a trailer over here, that's right. We'll go grab this trailer. Bag of chips could make the difference. Yeah, very, very cold out here. It's like interesting. It's like foggy, but also windy. This is like something Glimmer Fog usually has. Don't think I'm going to capitalize on that Aurora tonight either. I kind of think I'm just going to let it go. Aurora frequency, I think, is high. I want to say Aurora frequency is high in this mode, so we don't have to worry. Jerry can is nice, huh? Look at that. I'll refuel this. Do maybe want to drop some stuff here. It's kind of a big ask, considering I do want everything that's on me. But I think I just need to remember that the majority of what I'm carrying... Oh, see? Bag of chips. Majority of what I'm carrying, in terms of weight, is water. Another chip. Let's go. Excellent. What is this under here? Paper. Okay. Nothing else too exciting. We have these lockers right here. Based on historical trends, probably nothing in these. Yep. Just like hurricanes, history can tell you the present. It's a bandage. Do I really want that bandage, though? I should have like 4 in my inventory, no? I do. Let's put away 2. Okay. Everything else looks good. I did want a torch walk, too, but it doesn't seem viable considering just how windy it is, so that's alright. Maybe I'll just dump 3 of those in there for now. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll get on the move. Make sure there's nothing around here. Don't think there is, yeah. I don't remember it. Alright, I'm actually going to hop down back this way. We can search for some cattails in the meantime while we traverse to the lake. I don't expect there to be many cattails, but could be something. Not seeing too much. I'll take this stick. I think I used all mine up in the fire too, so this is helpful. Let's get in the shade. Try to. I will drink a tea. Where is it? And if I recall history correctly, this should warm me pretty good. Yep. Excellent. Yeah, no, I was not kidding earlier about that hurricane comparison. It is so true in the world of weather. History always, always repeats. I'm just gonna get on this high ground. I always like using the example of 2004 and 2005 with Hurricane Ivan made landfall in Alabama, and then in 2005 was Hurricane Katrina, just the next year. Made landfall over New Orleans. If I was New Orleans and I saw Ivan make landfall that year, because Ivan was a very, very scary, because that could have been the Katrina for New Orleans just a year prior. So if I was a city, I would definitely have been on high alert for a disaster in the future. Just because of how bad it could have been. But obviously you had Katrina the next year. Crazy sequence of events. We've just had a lot of crazy hurricane seasons this last, goodness, 30-ish years, I'd say. I think we're approaching about 30 years of this high activity era. Really all started in about 1995. That was a really, really intense hurricane season. Hurricane Opal on the Florida Panhandle. It's pretty intense. And then we call it multi-decadal oscillation, so it's like many decades of high or low activity. So in this decade, few decades, we're in high activity. But I do think there are some signs right now of hurricane seasons are starting to diminish in intensity a little bit. It'll be interesting to see how the 2030s play out. There's a fire pit here. No, for sure I was not here. There are the matches for that fire. That's about it, though. Alright, onward. Make sure I'm onwarding in the right direction here. I'm gonna drink another tea. It's still very, very hot, so we should be good. If I have to stop and make a fire, I guess that's always a thing I could do. But yeah, everything is interesting when it comes to all that stuff. Done an unhealthy amount of research. When I'm in between classes during the day, that is literally what I'm doing. Is just researching that stuff. It is quite a thing. I think I'm gonna hit Mindful Cabin first, but I don't know where it is. It's gotta be over here. I think. So airport, Mindful Cabin. Trying to remember the view from the balcony of the cabin. Viewing the airport. I do think it's a view towards this side. Just gotta find some sort of ledge. Some sort of rock wall. Don't really see too much, to be honest. Maybe one right over there. 2 degrees. Believe it or not, this is warm. This is pretty much the best weather we'll ever get here in the far territory. But if you recall, this was the temperature in the zone of contamination and transfer pass during the morning. So we're having that morning temperature right now at the warmest time of day. And that is Forsaken Airfield for you. Okay, there is a helicopter crash. Is it right there? I think it is. I don't know if I'm going to go by there, though. I actually think I was in the right area for... Okay, looks like that's a road right there. I think I was in the right area for the cabin, actually. I can't tell if those little peaks up there are the cabin or what. Oh, I think I see it. I think it's all the way up there. No way. I think regardless, though, I'm going to keep on this way. Is this a road? This is a road. Yep, there's the helicopter crash. Not going to search it out. I don't think it's too worth it, but I don't know. I might just drink tonight. I might do a birch bark tea. Because I think I'm going to get cold from here until the cabin. So that'll take us down to probably half health. And then tonight while we go to bed, I'm going to drink up a tea. And I think we'll be good. That's got to be the cabin. That is such a pointy rock up there. I don't know, though. At least I'm at a road. That does kind of help the cause a little bit. Okay. I'm going to say that that's probably not the cabin. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. Only one way to find out. We're gonna have to get right up to it. Figure it out. Okay, here's this road. Does this road snake up the hill by chance? I'm gonna probably say no on that. Okay, that is not a cabin, I don't think. Okay. And I don't really see a road going up to it, so I'm just gonna skip it. We'll go up this way. Nope, not a cabin. See, fog. It's tricky, obviously, to spot things far in the distance. Really fools with your level of detail that you can see. I'm gonna keep going though, and if we start getting really, really cold, then I'll just put a fire down with a piece of coal. It's not a problem. But for right now, I am trying to at least use my condition as a little bit of a resource. If the road winds up this hill on this side, then I know we're in the right area. This looks very familiar. Yep, here we go. I know where we are. Nice. So the cabin's just going to be right up there. Excellent. That's good. Didn't expect it to go that well. But it's nice that it did. Warming up expired. I could drink another tea real quick. I actually think I might. Because I know this last tea will actually probably carry us to where we need to be. And will prevent a little bit of that condition loss. Let's do it. Still gonna drink a birch bark tonight, though. Alright. Yeah, that should be just enough to get us where we need to be. Cool. How nice of the weather to be so cooperative for tonight's travel. How nice is it, by the way, to walk around with no wildlife, huh? How about that? So great. The next series that we do in this game, it's gonna feel different with all the wildlife. I almost think maybe we should do kind of like the opposite, maybe, of no wildlife. We'll have extreme wildlife, just high spawn everything. Frequent auroras, so everything's just worse. Obviously, more wildlife is easier than no wildlife, but in the beginning stages, I don't think it will be. I don't know. That's... in real life, we're talking several months away. Because the main challenge of this series is to see how long you can go. There's not really an end goal. Which is fine. But usually if a series doesn't really have an end goal, I do like to pull... Where does this go? Is the cabin right there? Or am I going to have to do a little bit more walking? I was going to say, usually if a series doesn't have an end goal, that is okay. But I always... Oh, there's the cabin right there. Excellent. I always do like to tie in other series too. Because right now we're doing our modded weather survival series in Minecraft. That one's really fun. So just a healthy balance, just to make sure I don't get burnt out. Not that I'm getting burnt out of this game by any means, but just to ensure that I don't quote-unquote get cabin fever in this game. You know? So there's that. Okay, mindful cabin, nice. While I still have the warmth bonus, let's just check the outside area. Man, what a piece of real estate this would be in today's market, huh? For those who've never been here before, I'll show you when it gets clearer, the view. Very, very nice. Hey, millflower. Alright, I was looking for you. And then the cooking pot, too. If I can get some... what's it called? Some river oats. New hoodie's okay, but I'll pass. If I could get some river oats, that would be awesome. Let's eat this right away. Let's do it. Nice. I'm gonna take this too. It's going to get us real heavy. Once again, only reason why we're heavy is the water situation. Yeah, if I could get some river oats, I could make that pot useful. This should be quite a place for a little base. Now, I do remember there being... Yeah, loose boards. Here we go. Faded paper. That's it? How much can you store? 66 pounds. Wow. Yeah, I remember the loose boards. I was looking all over for that the first time I was ever here. I missed it so many times. Skillet there. Nice. Little cozy area. I like it. Any carrots? Potatoes? No. Alright. Very good. Was there anything useful up here? Nothing at all. Wow. Alright. Not mad. But we do get to sleep in here. I could bring the mattress down here. Do a little bit of rearranging. Nothing crazy, though. Yeah, here we go. Next to the fire. There's a trough. Kind of just put that, I guess, right here. Don't really need it. The towel. Oh, that works. Fire poker. Why can't I pick that up and use it? That'd be so awesome. Use that for wildlife, like a knife. Put the bucket in here. Lack of a better idea. Okay, and then here's the trunk we can use for storage. Chair goes right there. Nice and wide open. I like it. Alright. Thankfully, I don't have to make anything right now. I do think that I'm gonna maybe commence some repairs on everything. Just take a look and see. Ski jacket will probably be of priority. Let's do that. All trying to get some mending skill. So we aren't completely useless when it comes to repairing something that actually does matter, like deerskin items. Alright. Does that level me up at all? No. Let's see how much we're doing here. With mending. Almost halfway to 3. You know? It's just one of those skills that just never gets done. Hate to see it. Okay. I will repair the toque as well. Good. How much cloth do I have left? Still a good amount. Nice. Festive sweater. Okay, don't need a repair on that yet. Need a repair on these, because 40% is the max you can repair these, and getting a 39% is basically 40. Let's do it. Let's do it right this time, I should say. Nice. Good. This I would not dare to repair right now. Alright, well, everything else looks good. I can't repair these? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not too mad about it, but at the same time, it's like, what the heck? I should be able to repair these. Interesting. Maybe it's just a baseline. They're always 85%. Whenever we get our hands on the materials to make more boots... Ooh, look at this. We'll make deerskin boots. Finish that thought. Nice. Look at this, huh? Some prime real estate. Absolutely. Look at how cool this is, huh? Yeah, this is a top 10 location. No doubt. No doubt. So good. Can just watch it dance in the sky. I would pay to live somewhere where this is a nightly occurrence, by the way. Wouldn't that be sick? You just walk outside, you know, on your way to work or something. Just this. Wild. Pretty cool, though. Big region, too, by the way. It reminds me of Pleasant Valley a little bit. Alright. Time of day. It is just after sunset, obviously. Let's get some sleep, then. Found those two packets of ketchup there. Ketchup chips. Pretty good. Do I get food poisoning tonight, though? I don't think so. And I actually don't even think that I use my birch bark tea. To be quite honest. I don't think I do. And I think the temperature in here remains the same regardless, so I'll do a full night's sleep. Alright. Do I want to eat these, man? It's not a huge deal if I get food poisoning, but... Alright, let's do it. Oh. That worked out. Cool. I'm not gonna complain. Nice. We do have a lot of low foods, the sardines, the peaches, and the dog food to take care of, and the ketchup chips. So maybe if we're towards full condition one night, food poisoning could be an option. Alrighty, enough blabbing. Let's go to sleep. I'm going to do 7 hours in the bed. Rest up a little bit. It's going to bring us not that close to full condition, but it is still something. Yeah, here we go. Nice. No blizzard, just very strong winds. Either doesn't matter to me. Another 5 hours. Can do that without getting hungry. And I think I'm gonna probably chill out here. I think today, or at least kind of today. Nice and foggy. Okay, that's a start. Because I think what I'm gonna end up doing is go up there. There's a good bit of cattails to be had, and I think there's actually the possibility of a deer carcass too, I believe. So let's do this. Let's put a good amount of water away. Look how just light we are now. That's crazy. Alright. The millflower can also stay. And let's get going. How much firewood do I have? 4 sticks. Oh, we got a little bit more. Okay, cool. Put this away, though. Maybe some of that. The lighter, the better. Alright, I'm stepping out. Let's do it. Sometimes I think there might be a deer carcass over here. It'd actually be kind of nice if there was. Negative 55 air temperature, by the way. Wow. That's unreal. Negative 55 is an air temperature. If the wind kicked up, that would be wild. Even if the wind chill was like negative, like, added negative 30 to that, that would be a feels like of like negative 80. Wow. Cold stuff. Cold stuff. Ooh, I see maples, actually. Okay. This is 2 coal, if I were to start a fire. This is quite literally 2 pieces of coal needed. Alright, I'm gonna keep walking back here. We're probably gonna get cold, but I'll shed a little condition today. I'll make a little bit of an effort to grab these sticks, though. Come on, cattails. Don't hear any birds. That should be an indicator that there's no deer carcass over here. Not seeing anything. Even some rose hips, you know? Something. No cattails. Wow. Impressive. Yeah, just a, nothing but a waste of time, it does seem. At least I got some sticks out of the deal. Gonna still keep walking this way, though. Could be something. Alright, so yeah, obviously not going to be moving in this weather. It's a rope climb right there. back here? Potentially something? Potentially nothing. It's a little way back here. What is this? Yeah, a way to get stuck, that is, huh? Yeah, no, not gonna get stuck back there. Not today. Alright, so nothing goes on here. That's cool. Good to find out, I guess. Well, any future reference, if we're ever wondering, we know. A little something to keep my hunger up. Alright, let's start on our way back. Out of the whole thing, we got like 20 sticks, so I guess I can't be too upset. Was hoping for like a rosehip bush or two, but there's just 0. I do think this is a deer/rabbit spawn, though, if wildlife was enabled. I know for sure rabbit. Not sure about deer. But I do know there are wolves that do like to patrol as well. Alright, on the way back. Got a little cold for what, you know? For what? But we'll get back and I think I'll probably just sleep again. 2-3 hours. We'll get up and we'll make our way to Drift Island. And that cottage on the island. It's kind of nice because over there are cattails to be had. There are some cattails and there are, I think there's a fishing hut too. And that whole cabin can be stocked with food usually, so we're looking good. We're looking good, but I do think after that cabin, I think is going to come Sundered Pass. Definitely. Starting to get a little bit of that move on going. So we'll hit Sundered Pass, and then after Sundered Pass, it's really anybody's guess. I think we'll probably end up going back all the way to Coastal Highway. Start taking a lot of stuff with us to get back to the highway. And I think I might head into Crumbling Highway and Desolation Point. Maybe we'll start setting up after we're done with the far territory. That's a good plan. I think that's a good deal. That will certainly keep us busy, and then after we, do some settling down, we always got to go back to Milton, right? Because we haven't explored it yet, and then Hushed River Valley as well. There is a chance for a moose carcass at Pensive Vista, I believe. So that'll be another thing we look for. If we can get that moose hide, ooh, that'd be a game changer. It really would be. Especially for hauling things back to Coastal Highway and Desolation. So, good stuff. I'm on the bed. Let me probably eat again. Food doesn't last forever, obviously. Alright. Nice. Let me get into this. Just move it all back. 99 pounds. That's fine. 2 hours sleep. See what this weather does. Okay, it's staying foggy, so I might just use this to leave. I mean, I'm obviously not going to leave right now, but start a fire. Don't really need to do that anyway. It was 100% with the book. That's alright. Good habit. I hear the Far Territory theme playing. Every region has like their own theme. I like it. Ash Canyon has one. Far Territory. It's all good. Okay. Got a lot of sticks for a reason. Thankfully. What do I want to do though? What do I want to do? Probably make some of those. Gotta kind of decide though, because I can only carry one of each type of tea. Gotta kind of decide. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's drop this, and then this. There we go. Is this a carpet? No. Alright, was that everything out of here? It was. Wow. Kind of lacking on the teas a little bit. It's okay, though. Let's cook that. Slowly unloading a lot of our food items here. So we do have the mill flour. Could make some peach pie. I think I may. Should have cooked this potato last, but that's okay. I might just eat it right now then. 54. I think I can make peach pie. Cooking oil. New cooking oil for a lot of stuff. We don't have it. So, alright, not a problem. Let's get that other potato on there. 39 minutes. Everything else is hot. Once that's good and ready to go, we'll peel out of here, I'm thinking. Okay. We're staying steady in terms of the weather. I like it. Alright. Both of Reishis are going to go in there. That's going to come with me. I have my skillet. Good. Alright, let's get out of here. Probably can't go this way, though. So I'll eat that potato when I start getting hungry. Which is now. Can I make it down here? That's probably not a good idea. Actually. As a matter of fact. Let's go down another way. Over this way. I think I remember scaling down there before, but obviously I wouldn't do that right now. Let's take an easier option, question mark. Doesn't look like it. Okay, great. Wasting time, come on. Let's go all the way back. We'll look for another easier way. Okay, not bad out right now. 4 degrees. Said nobody ever, right? Not that bad. And it's 4. Okay, could have some action down there with some cattails. I'm actually gonna take this little ledge to scale down. I know the game's geometry. We can get down here nice. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Please tell me there's a better option on this side. Slightly. But not really. Might have done it this time. Here we go. Nice. Oh, excellent. Okay, a little risky, but that does save us a few minutes. So that's good. Okay, cattails. Let me see ya. And actually, let me eat that potato too, while that's still hot. Good. Very, very good. Alright, off to Drift Island. Bedroll? Yep. Excellent. Don't think there's going to be anything in that chasm right there. Good thing I didn't scale it. That would have been a disaster, huh? Wow. There's like no way down right there. That would have been challenging. Throw that torch down real quick. So is that torch right there the only thing keeping me? No. I was going to say, is it the only thing keeping me from 3 arrows down on the temperature, but it is not. Sounds like this wind wants to kick up. 5 in the shade, good. See, I have a feeling we may be getting close, not sure. Gonna continue this way though. Can't go wrong with the region wall right to your side in terms of navigation. Take a few sticks too. What are we at? 94? So I fear drinking some water will not abolish all of this weight, but it will do a good bit of help. Let's get down on this little perch right here. I like it right here. We'll drink up. That should take me to 92 pounds if my calculations are correct. Nope. Almost. Alright. There's that fishing hut I was talking about right there. We'll stop by and say hello. Oh, here comes the wind. -1. I don't understand this wind when it's foggy. I don't get it. Fog usually contains no wind at all. Because if it was windy when it's foggy, then the fog just gets blown away from a location. Wind off the ocean could be another story, though. Oh, here we go. That will be the glimmer fog. You know what? I'm really happy that it happened right here and not back there, because that would have made me so lost. Because I don't know this area of the region too well. So that's cool. So I have the island in sight. It is just off the back left corner of the fishing hut. Or sorry, front left corner. Okay. Alright, we're in here, not a problem. I could start a fire. This would count for... Ooh, nice. Herbal tea. This would... What did I just do? Give the torch back. Why don't I start a fire? How much coal do I have? Yeah, let me start a fire here, actually. Let's do that. Let's get it going. Chill out here. Burn some cabin fever. Read a book, maybe. Do something. Not really a huge hater of glimmer fog. Although if you're traveling, you know, and you're in a bad location like we almost were, then it could be a little problematic. Put several degrees on this fire. Just as long as we're above temperature, we're good. Okay. Next up, one of the most important things, the teas. Even though I don't really need them right now. I almost drank them on accident. That would have been tragic. Keep them both right here. Okay. Eat a little bit. Food poisoning could commence tonight. I don't know. Not too sure. Wouldn't be a bad idea. 450 plus what? 500? It's over 1,000 calories. That's about half a stomach full of food right there that we could get. Alright. The fire's going. Let's see what I can read. Looks like I just have this cookbook left. We'll do an hour. Yep, still going, so let's do another one. That'll help a little bit with our cooking skill. Faster we get to 5, the better. Obviously, right? Okay, we should have more than enough for another hour of reading. I'm just kind of standing around. Would like to do another hour, so I'm not mad if this glimmer fog stays around. Okay. Unload more sticks on it. Okay, let's read.
I close my eyes, but I just can't sleep.
Got the insomnia. Why is the voice on? Hold on. That kind of scared me. I was like, who the heck is talking? Voice. I'm surprised. He hasn't been talking throughout this whole thing. Alright. Yeah, insomnia. Whatever. It's not a killer. You know? So. There was no way around it. We were going to get it either way. But nice, huh? We got some skill towards our cooking, which is great. Let's see how, it got a little bit. But you know what? For on the road to cooking 5, that is certainly good. Let's drink up. Good. Down to 86 pounds. That is excellent. A lot of that was the usage of our sticks and that one piece of coal. What do I have that I'm not wearing right now? Oh, the hoodie. I didn't mean to take the hoodie. Whoopsie. Put you right there. Actually, I'll tear you down for some cloth a little bit. How about that? There we go. 45 minutes for one piece of cloth is outrageous, by the way. Just have to put that out there. But there's nothing else for us to do, so. Could maybe try for the island. I might go for it. That way we just get in and we can go to sleep. Can rest. We're not going to get a bunch of condition back tonight, but I think it would be kind of a nice use of tea, though, tonight, right? Got blown out instantly, really? Okay, gotta make sure I'm, like, walking in the right direction, you know? That would be not good. Okay, that is gone now. Glimmer fog's always really cool. It's not cool if you lose your way, though. Which could be us here in a little bit. Alright. In this direction somewhere. Might favor this side. So I can be sure to run into some landmass. That's all I need, you know? That's all I need. Alright, it is going to be just a minute before we get there. Because I do remember... Oh, there we go. Nice. I see it. Oh, man, that could have been interesting. Okay, cool. I'm going to follow this side. Oh, that's real good. So this is the island. I want to say the area with the cove is over here. It's like a haunting wind noise, huh? -39. Where is the area that I want? Because it ain't here. Ooh, it's lifting. Where am I? Oh, I see. I know where I am. See, look at that, huh? Yeah, that almost killed us right there. If the fog didn't lift. But we go up that way. Yeah, I thought we totally had to go a little further to the left, but it turns out we had to go a little further to the right. That would have killed us. Wouldn't have killed us, but it would have been really inconvenient. Usually this place is infested with wolves, but I think we're good. I think we're good in a no wildlife run. Alright, the house should be up here. Cleared up just in time for a pretty sunset. Can always appreciate that. There we go. Nice. Alright, picked up a few cattails too. That is nice. We should have some more food items in the house. The workbench out here. That is something. Could actually be a deer carcass around here too. When I get warmer tonight, I might head out and do a little lap. See what I can find. Thought that was a piece of coal. Alright, let's go in through the front. Yes, look at this place, huh? This is a classic right here. Ooh, some chips. A lot of books. I'm just going to take everything right now. We'll dump it all at some point. I'll get my lantern on and off. There we go. Some potatoes. Cool. Another sneaky one there. That's just a book to burn, obviously. Another Polaroid. I think that's when you first come in. Little Polaroid location. Got a book. There's some black and white film right there. I'm going to pass on that. Sardines, 80%. Those would actually be good to eat. Some crackers, great. Yeah, nice little area here. Very cool. Moldy raw rabbit. Cool. Look at this. Ugh. Still gonna eat it though. Can cook it later. There's some more water for us. Really no shortage around here. Ooh, some more coffee. See some dog food there too. All ruined though. Alright. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Let's put this away. I am going to get that rabbit up and going. Would like that. Can actually use both of my wilderness kitchens too. I forgot about that. I might just stoke this fire with books. Maybe I'll leave like 2 for myself. No cooking oil though. That is the one thing that I didn't see was cooking oil, which is kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. I can craft. Oh, I can. Improvised fire hardened arrows. I wouldn't, but cool to note. That rabbit. Here we go. Put that on there. All right, let's stoke it. Where is... Yep, here we go. Great. 2 hours. Should be good. This is just a food poisoning night calling right here. Especially because we have insomnia. We're not going to be able to sleep and recover really much condition at all. So to be quite honest, it might be something to consider here. I think I'm going to do it. %. Okay. Yeah, it's a chance, but didn't get it. All right. So, what do I want to do now, right? What do I want to do now? I think I'll make a little bit of the teas to keep with me, because I do think tonight I'm probably going to do some food poisoning, and I'll just drink some herbal tea with it as well. Okay. Alright, let's break into some of the cans. We can get a full stomach pretty much off the bat. Do the sardine can first. Okay. I'll do this one as well. Okay, looks like we're not going to have a full... I didn't even get food poisoning off of that. Okay, I'm not going to get it tonight. Nope, we're not doing it. This can amount to a night right here. We don't have enough room for that. Alright, stoke this fire a little much. But that's okay. How much water do I have? 2.11. Not bad. I'm going to take all these off. Wow, what a horrible torch. That's a good one. We'll drop everything that's 30% or below in terms of torches. There we go. I'll put them in here. Let's see. That works. All right, 98 pounds, but that is really something for tomorrow. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's maybe drink an herbal tea for tonight. That will make the insomnia kind of a little less. And, yeah, put in 7. Let's do it. Okay, cool. Do I still have my improved rest? I do. That literally woke me up instantly. Alright. Let me drink some more. Another 5. Probably doesn't matter. It's going to wake me up anyway. Here we go. Something woke me up. A classic. Let's do another 4. Looks like I got the full night's sleep. Cool. Early morning too, so we still have a little bit of time we can sleep. Other than that though, nice and warm in here. Insomnia, obviously kind of a pain, but not a run ender by any means. What can I do in the old inventory? Is there anything? Pretty much good. Looks like it. Nice. That's good to carry around. If we find some cooking oil, we will be in business. So that's good. Everything else here kind of looking a little mid. Those saplings, could probably drop them. Let's put them, oops, on a stool right here, right in the front, so I don't even forget. That's how I have to remind myself. Right there. There we go. All right, let me... 5 cloth for this is a bargain. Let's do that. Nice. We'll drink up completely. And, yeah, I'll do another few. Nice. All right. So that's going to give us a save point. I think I'm going to end it there. Pretty good episode, actually, from moving from one place to another. We're pretty efficient. We've got a well... This is more, glimmer fog, isn't it? Yeah, it absolutely is. Well, that's not good for the insomnia. Well, I don't even think it matters, does it? No, it doesn't matter, because we've already got it. Cool. All right, so in the next episode, we're going to continue our efficiency in moving. Probably going to go to Sundered Pass, I think, in the next episode. We'll grab the camera from the weather station. Obviously, my favorite spot. And then we'll start heading back and really thinking about our main base that we're going to set up along the coastline. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all in the next episode.